Hi, I'm Steve Seabury. I'm a voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord. Speaking to you today from a little town in eastern Washington State, little town of Moses Lake. I know that it's been a while since I've done any recordings, and there's a really good reason for that. I'd like to share with you my brush with death and my time in the valley of the shadow of death. So on July 20th, last month, I woke up at about 2:30 in the morning, unable to breathe. So I had to go out to the couch and sit there for about 4 hours with pain in my back and my heart and going, consciously. Finally, around 7 o'clock, I woke up my wife Cindy and said, I think we better go to the ER, emergency room, because I can't breathe very well. So she rushed me to the hospital and went into ER, and right away they were very concerned about my condition since I couldn't breathe. I was in ER for about 9 hours and they ran all kinds of blood tests. Come to find out that I had bacterial pneumonia turned into sepsis, which became septic shock. Septic shock is when the bacteria go into your bloodstream and start shutting down your organs. My heart was in the place where it could have shut down and I could have died in the ER emergency room, or in my home I could have died. So they put all kinds of IVs in me, and several antibiotics, and even put in a femoral intravenous plug in my femoral area. So I was there in the ER for about 9 hours, and then they took me to the intensive care unit where I stayed for 3 days. And in that time where I could have died in the ER or even sitting at home, I had no fear. So I'd just like to share with you three of those scriptures that really were very important to me during the time when I was in the ER and in the ICU. I had no fear, and I was in complete peace because obviously it was not my time to go home to be with Jesus. So these scriptures are Luke 12:32, fear not, little flock, for it's the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And then 1 John 4:18, I'll just read that. Let's see, I'll just read that now.
Hello? Is this Steve?
Let me just go there to 1 John 4:8. See if I can find it. It says, perfect love casts out fear. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. So we need to be perfected in the love of Jesus. And then 2 Timothy 1:7 says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. So we do not need to live in fear. Like I said, in the time in the emergency room in the ICU, I had no fear. So I pray that the Lord would, if you have any type of fear, I pray that the Lord would remove that fear out of your life. And I just want to give I am really grateful that I'm still alive and God has still work for me to do here in the earth. I'm thankful for all the Lord. I'm thankful for the Lord keeping me alive. I'm grateful to the ER physician and crew, ICU crew, and I know there are many of you that were praying for me, and I know that your prayers really helped me recuperate. I'm nearly at about 85% now and on my way to full recovery. So thank you. Thank you for this time with you. God bless you.